Today we will discuss about billing in Google Cloud Platform. My name is Zohail Garg and I welcome you on our YouTube channel Decode ITES. Decode ITES provides you single learning platform for multiple IT technologies. Today's topics are billing account management, cloud billing account types, types of payment profiles, cloud billing access control, billing data export, billing and budget alerts. Billing account management is all about billing functions and charges in Google Cloud Platform on basis of resource consumption for your services and your products. This is the image we have taken from Google Cloud documentation, and we can see billing accounts are associated with projects. One billing account can be associated with multiple projects, and on basis of your resource consumption in particular project, billing will be generated. Once billing details are finalized, it will move to payment profiles and Google will make a payment on the basis of that. Billing account management is crucial from budgeting point of view. GCP gives you multiple options to manage to bill effectively to ensure that you have not paid a single penny extra and you will save as much as you can from your Google Cloud Platform environment. You can have multiple billing accounts under one account. One billing account can have multiple projects, but not vice versa. That means one project cannot be billed under multiple billing accounts. You can stop the billing of any selected project, and this project will no longer be able to use product and services which are not free. That means services comes under always free can be used by this project, but any service which are paid will not be applicable for this project. The billing account generates project-wise bills based on resources used. At the bottom line, Google bills you for resource used and you need to assign resources to the project to use them. So instead of bill you separately for each resource, Google bills you on basis of project resource utilization. This is something we have discussed in the image we have taken from Google documentation. One billing account will work on single currency and will generate a single invoice for all projects assigned to that billing account. That means if your company or your organization need to have a payment in multiple currencies, you need to create a separate billing accounts for them. Also, if you want each project to have a separate invoice, then you also need to have a separate billing accounts and you can assign single project to each billing account. You can have different billing accounts in case of multiple currency payment is needed. Cloud billing account versus payment profile. By name, both look same or similar, but they are not same. They have a different purpose and functionality in Google Cloud environment. Cloud billing account is a cloud level resource, whereas payment profile is Google level resource. Cloud billing account track all your cost of your projects and resources associated with it, whereas payment profiles ensure all cost is converted into final transaction amount and transaction made successfully and payment transferred to Google account. Whereas payment profile ensures all payment is successfully credited to Google account on the basis of cost generated by cloud billing account. Cloud billing account result a single invoice per billing account, whereas payment profile can have multiple bills and invoices for your Google Cloud environment or for different customers. Operates in single currency, whereas payment profiles can work in multiple currency and applicable for across the globe payment options. Defines who pay for given set of resources. This is the internal thing for your organization in cloud billing account, whereas in payment profile it stores the payment instructions, how actual payment will made either through credit card or checks or your bank account details. Cloud billing account is connected to Google payment profiles to have a final payment, and payment profile ensure the payment is successful and save all the information in their storage area. Cloud billing account gives you a multiple IAM roles in Google Cloud Platform, like who can create a billing account, who can view the billing account, who can change the project billing account. Whereas in payment profile section, you can control who can view the invoices or who can download the invoices. This is the basic difference that you should know before starting billing transactions in Google Cloud Platform. Cloud billing account types. Google provides you two types of billing accounts, online or self-server account or offline or invoice-based accounts. In online one, payment charge automatically from your debit card or credit card or direct debit from ACH debit from your account. Whereas in offline, payment can be via check or bank transfer. Online is preferred for individual customers or small scale or mid scale enterprises. Offline is preferred for large enterprises which have a huge environment in Google Cloud, and on basis of their weekly or monthly consumption, Google will charge and send an invoice details to them and they will make a payment. In online, cost will be charged automatically through payment information connected in billing account, whereas in offline one, invoices are sent by a mail, emails, or a fax. Invoices, tax receipt, and tax invoice can be found in Google Cloud Console for both type of billing accounts. This is crucial because when you are creating your account in Google Cloud Platform and setting up billing account, you can choose which option you want, and on basis of your eligibility, you can have the correct one for you. Type of account profiles or payment profiles. When you create your account in GCP, Google gives you two type of option. You can create two type of accounts or payment profiles, individual or business type. This information should be correct as this cannot be changed after creation of your account. So in individual one, you will make payment of your own account and you cannot add other users to manage your payment profiles. Whereas in business one, you are there to manage payment, but it's not your payment. You are making payment on behalf of your company, organization, or institutions. You can add multiple users to view and manage payment profiles and payment portfolios. This is something similar when you are talking about organizations moving to GCP and they have a group of team working on finance and billing part, and each member in team will have some access over billing account section in GCP. Cloud billing access control and billing roles. As discussed in previous slide, for an organization, there's a group of team which will manage complete finance and budgeting process in your Google Cloud Platform account. For this, each team member needs some rights over the account, but those rights should not be administrator one. That's why we have a multiple billing roles in Google Cloud that you can choose and provide according to users' working functionality. Cloud billing, with the help of cloud identity and access management, provides you the ability to control the permission on billing functions and permission to specific users. It means you can choose which users will be working on which function and which right need to be given. You can plan which user will have which extent billing permissions. GCP provides five type of billing roles. One is billing account administrator. This is the administrator which can do anything in your billing account. It can create new billing account, delete all billing accounts, edit billing accounts, everything it can do in billing account section of your Google Cloud Platform account. Second is billing account creator. It can create new billing accounts in your GCP account but can't modify the existing ones. Project billing manager provides access to assign a project's billing account or disable its billing. It means this user can assign a project to particular billing account or can disable the billing of existing projects. But this does not grant any permissions on project resources. That means this user will have a permission to manage the billing functionality of that particular project or any project, but it can't change or access or modify the resources associated with any project. Fourth is billing account user. Billing account user provides access to associate projects with billing accounts with the combination of project creator role. These two roles allows a user to create new projects and link them to billing account. And last is billing account viewer. It will give you a viewing permission of your billing account. It can see all the cost information and the transactions, but it can't make any changes or modify anything. Billing data export gives you a functionality to fetch the cost used by each resource and projects for later analysis. For this, you need to enable a dataset, BigQuery dataset, and you need to enable the billing data export. Google will push your billing data to dataset in BigQuery, and later you can use your scripts to fetch that data for analysis, or you can use Google Studio for visual analysis. So let's see what all other details we have in. Let's go with the complete details of billing data export. Cloud Billing Data Export helps you in data-driven decision for cost-effective cloud resource management. Google will send your data to BigQuery dataset. You can export BigQuery data for analysis or use Google Data Studio for visual analysis. BigQuery data is not live and you may have some delay in data push. BigQuery captures billing data from configuration of BigQuery dataset. You will not be able to see the previous data. We'll suggest to enable BigQuery dataset just after creation of billing account to ensure you haven't missed any data for analysis. One BigQuery dataset for each billing account. That means as soon as you have a new billing account, you need to create a separate BigQuery dataset for that. Billing and budget alerts. As name implies, you can configure the alerts on your cloud cost usage. This is very helpful to ensure that you are not going to overspend. Busting and alerting helps you for live monitoring on cloud cost and timely corrective actions. You can configure alerts for complete billing account or limited to project or any services. That means Google is giving multiple options to configure your alerts. Alerts can be configured for stakeholders as well as your PubSub. PubSub is global messaging solutions which can redirect your alerts to a cloud functions and which can be further used for automatic actions. That means in case you want to have a particular action to be taken in case of your threshold breach, you can plan it using PubSub. So this is the image we have taken from Google Documents, and we can see budget alerts can be sent to billing admin using emails, and these alerts can be sent to multiple stakeholders. 5 stakeholders is allowed each budget alert. Also, budget alert can be sent to PubSub, and PubSub will redirect it to cloud functions, and here is the API which have the code by which you can automate the action in case of alert breach. So let's start with demo. In this demo, we will review Google Cloud Billing Account, what all options are available in billing account management, and how we can set up a billing alert, how we can set up a billing data export. For this, first you need to log in your Google Cloud platform. I'm not taking you again with the login process because I think we are familiar with that. So once you log in with your Google Cloud credentials in your Google Cloud Platform account, you need to click here and you will see the option of billing. You need to click here to see all billing options available in GCP. This is our billing page, and first of all I want to show you your free credit status. So current amount is 21,407 Indian rupees and 353 days are remaining to use them. You can upgrade it from here. My current billing account name is My Billing Account. You can manage billing accounts from here. Once you click here, there's only one billing account currently in my account. You can create the new billing account from here. Once you click here, it will ask you for the payment details to create a new billing account. You can click here for My Projects. You can see 4 projects are available in my account, and for one project billing is disabled. That means this project will not be able to use any paid services. Always free services will be available to use in this project. Other than that, no other services or resources can be used under this project. You can change the billing status of this project by clicking here, change billing. It will show the all billing accounts available here. You can select one and you can activate it. If you want to disable the billing of any other project, you can go here and you can click on disable billing. It will disable the billing of your project. Now we will create a user to manage our billing accounts. We have seen we have a different kind of billing roles available in GCP. To do that, you need to select the billing account. That means for each billing account, you can have a separate users. Once I click the billing account section here and the permission is enabled now, you need to click on add members. Once you click here, it will ask you the Google account of new user to which you want to add as a billing user. I have already created one demo user for testing one. It automatically searched that user and found that. So we'll select this user. Now it asks for role. We will go to billing, and in billing we can see currently available roles are billing user, billing viewer, and billing administrator. So we will give a role of billing viewer and save. So now we have a one administrator user, which is Rohit GCP ADM admin account, and next one is Rohit GCP user 1, which is the viewer account. So this is how you can create a users in your billing account. This is very useful when you are managing a huge accounts and you need a complete team for different functions. So let's move to the billing page again. We will set up a budget alert. Budget alerts are very crucial thing because it will helps you to monitor your usage and alarms you when you are about to reach the threshold. This is to ensure that you are running your system in GCP under the budget. So create budget. It's asking you for the budget alert name. So we will see, we will give budget alert under $10. Now it's asking that this alert should monitor a particular project or you want to monitor all projects under this alert. So I will say all projects. This is very useful when separate projects are related to separate departments and payments are coming separately from them. So you can set up those alerts accordingly. Or for example, if you have separate projects for your production and UAT environments and you want to ensure that your UAT or non-prod environments are not going to use so much of amount, so in that case you can set up alert for a specific project. Now it's asking for projects. So I will say select all. Whatever we will be using under this project, it will count. Let's say next. A specific amount or last month spent. This means you can set up an alert with a specific amount or you can compare it with the last month bill. For example, if last month bill is $100, then it will be compared according to that. In case your charges on Google Cloud is going to above $100, is going to alarm you. So we will go with a specific amount, and this alert is for $10, somewhere around 1400 Indian rupees. Include credit in cost. So currently this is free account with $300 free credit. If I uncheck this option, then it will not alarm me when I am using those free credits. It will only alarm me when I am using the actual money. But we want this alert to be on credit as well. So we keep this option checked. We will click next. So it's giving me the three threshold by default on the basis of their analysis 50, 90 and 100, and I will get the alert on breach of these three thresholds. I can add the another threshold on basis of mine one. Let's say I need an alert on 20%. Link monitoring email notification channel to this budget, so you can further send this alert to the notification channels, and you can also connect these alerts to PubSub. You can also connect this alert to PubSub. PubSub is global messaging thing, and this can route your alerts to further process in which you can code your system to perform a specific action on alerts. This is the way you can automate the action in case your budget goes above the threshold. So you need to click finish. It's going to process it now. See, my budget alert is configured. So this tab is currently grayed out. It has the four option because we have given the four thresholds. On breach of each threshold is going to be filled. So next we are going to set up a billing export. So billing export is necessary because to monitor what resources is going to consume, how much amount, a detailed analysis of your environment is required. You will think that you are using the free account, why you need to set up a billing export? But think from the organizational point of view, when you are managing the actual environment, costing is the prime thing. And setting up a billing export will give you a detailed analysis. Once you have the data, you can set up your own scripts for analysis, or you can use Google Studio for visual representation of that data. For this, you first need to enable your BigQuery export. So when we click on Billing Export, it shows your BigQuery is currently disabled. So we need to click on Edit Settings and we need to enable it. So while enabling it, it's trying to fetch billing export dataset and gives you a warning, a message that you need to create a BigQuery dataset first. So you need to go to BigQuery. So we will go to BigQuery. Now BigQuery gives you an option to create a separate project for BigQuery data, or you can use the existing one. So we will use the existing one, my demo project 2. Once you are here, you need to click on create dataset. So dataset IDs, department cost, and create dataset. This option is also need to be acknowledged encryption. Data is encrypted automatically. Select an encryption key management solution. So it gives you two options, Google managed key or customer managed key. Currently we don't have any key to encrypt our data, so we will go with the Google one. And Google security is the robust one in the market, so you can rely on Google managed keys. So your department cost data set is ready. You can see under this project the data set is available. We will again go back to the billing export page and we will see if we have need to cancel it. Again need to go to edit settings, and now it's automatically fetch the billing export data set. Click on save. Your billing export is enabled now. One thing is to remember that even when you enable your billing export and BigQuery dataset, you will have the data from then only. It will not be able to fetch the data prior to configuration. And once you have that data, you can fetch that data using the scripts, and you can use the Google Studio for visualize analysis. Also, this data is not the live one. You may face some delays, and there is a possibilities that BigQuery dataset and billing export data will not match up with your invoice data with small differences, because as I mentioned, this data is not the live one. The last thing we are going to see in billing is payment settings. So currently we are using the free one, but still in payment settings you can see your payment ID, your payment profile, every details you have shared with Google, and in payment methods you can see your credit card that you have given to Google for verification purpose. You can add the another payment methods as well. Also, if you are going to add a billing account, a paid billing account, then it can use the same credit card, or you can give the another payment methods. Well, this is our billing account options and features in Google Cloud Platform. I request you to go through it and configure the billing export in your Google Cloud test environment. Billing is one of the important and crucial thing from cost management point of view. We have completed our today's session on billing in GCP. For any questions or feedback, please leave comment on videos or contact us.